Good evening, friends, and welcome to Little Port, the home of spiritualism in the Fenlands. Well, there's plenty of homes for spiritualism in the Fens, but I say it anyway because it sounds good. But you can't take yourself too seriously. So, welcome, one and all. Have a wonderful evening. It is a pleasure to have you all back with us here on a Thursday night for our regular weekly online service. So, good evening to you all and welcome. And so, it is without further ado, we welcome our medium for this evening. Now, we've seen her online before, we've had her on this format before, and you've seen her in the introduction sequence that we just had. Give a big Little Port internet and Facebook welcome to the lovely Tara Rice.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Tara. How are you, my love?
I'm really well, thank you, Nick. I hope you are.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It is absolutely brilliant to have you back, and you're looking well. Everything seems nice. I see we've got a couple of people that have coming on tonight. So Jackie and Jan Jan, you're not in my downstairs area. So just try redoing the connection. As soon as I see you, I'll give you a wave and a nod. Don't worry if you don't come up on the screen, because I will bring you up in all in good time. But if you can just reset and have another go, because we want to get you on and join in, don't we, Tara?
We do, yeah.
Absolutely. So what have you been up to since we last saw you?
Working.
Yeah.
Really,
know that feeling.
I had a week of work and I totally turned over my garden. I've got a corner behind my garage and I've had bamboo growing there for about 5, 6, 7, maybe more years. And it was just, it was so out of hand. It was just growing along the whole of my garden. So I spent a week digging, cutting it all down, digging it all up, cleared all the patio area, and now I've got a lovely wall of sunflowers growing. And
Wonderful.
yeah, and apart from working, that's been it really. I had my daughter's birthday day before yesterday, and my son-in-law's birthday today, so we had a family barbecue at the weekend. And
Brilliant.
I've managed to see my little granddaughter twice now, which has been really lovely. So, you know, because I missed her incredibly after not seeing her for 12 weeks.
Well, exactly.
So, yeah, so that was really special. And yeah, that's been about it really, because I haven't really been out very much because, to tell you the truth, I haven't really got much to go out shopping for apart from food. So
Yes.
it is basically a case of stay at home.
Quite right too. Quite right too. Now, I've got a surprise for you and everyone else. And thank you to Sandra for informing me that my mic is rubbing on my zip and making everybody deaf. So it wasn't the phone vibrating earlier on the table. We had didn't we? We had a bit of a trouble with some strange noise. It turns out that it was me. Oh dear, what a naughty boy I am. Jackie, you are on my list, so well done and welcome. And I've just been told by Sandra that thank you. I'm assuming that means that I'm not rubbing up everybody the wrong way for a change. Now, friends, a surprise. Now, Tara will know this. I've got to remember to keep pointing the other direction when I'm referring to you. It's very confusing. I've got a surprise for everybody because we've been trying to get the service, as you know, to be as close to a Thursday evening as possible. And although that's not possible in every way, shape, or form, there have been ways that are possible that, in frankly, haven't worked. But not tonight. Everybody who's been to Little Port on a Thursday night will have known that she is the first face you see. She's certainly the first face I saw when entering this world, not just the village hall. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, she's back, Mummy Brown, it's Linda. Hey.
Hello, Tara. They're not paying me. I'm sitting here, but I'm not getting any pennies.
Aren't
No.
you?
No. No.
Well, it's a free entry now, you see, Mum. So you've just got to keep
Yeah,
smiling and welcoming them in.
I will.
Bless you. Good, good, good. So what? Tell everybody what you've been up to.
Not a lot. I've been out 4 times within 13 weeks, and twice at the hospital.
Yes.
But I went and saw my great granddaughter yesterday, and that was fantastic.
Oh,
So she's gorgeous.
5 days left.
Birthday.
Yeah, 5
You what,
days
Nick?
left now. 5 days left
Yes.
now, isn't it?
Yep.
She'll be a year old, Tara.
wow, really?
Yeah. And I think yesterday she took her first steps.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, she did.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
Oh,
Lovely.
Now, for everyone who's wondering whether the lockdown has caused her to stuff him in a cupboard or something, he is hiding as per usual in the background. Good evening, Dad.
Good evening.
Hi.
So they are both there. They are back. Do stay on, Mum. We will have a chat later on, and we'll get you up for the prayers and everything. But it's good to have you back, lady.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
And what I'm doing now is bringing it back just to the two of us before she starts reminding me everything that I've forgotten. For I know that we must begin by giving an opening prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, as we join together as friends, let us unite under a banner of love and hope and friendship, that we may come together in peace, in kindness, in love and humility, and allow us all, dear friends, to reflect that which we represent: truth, justice, peace, and humility. And so as I place this service in your care and keeping, I make the statement as ever, that everything we do is in the name of love, in the name of truth, and in the name of light. Amen.
Amen.
Ooh, it's all right. I can still hear you, dear. Ah, there you are. You just jumped. It must be the solar rays. So we've got a. We normally at this point would have Reverend Lynn join us, but unfortunately, due to a rather sizable broadband issue, she's not going to be able to be with us tonight. So we are, of course, sending you love and upliftment, my darling, because I'm sure at some point you'll see this. And we will see you, of course, next week. And so on to tonight, really. I usually make a few comments here, there, and everywhere before we do the healing. And I noticed that our man in Rotherham has got tonsillitis, so get better soon, Tony. And thank you for telling me that I was rattling again. Blessed is the zip, for it is annoying. But really, you know, I always take my guide, as you know, Tara, when I'm coming to speak on behalf of Spirit. I always take my guide from what my guides say. And literally the first thing I say, or the last thing I say just before I'm about to speak, usually is a springboard. So for anyone who struggles with giving philosophy, the easy tip and clue is to just go with the flow, and whatever it is that's rattling around your head, start speaking, because that's your friends and helpers giving you the guidance that you need. See, philosophy is a form of mediumship, and I think people forget that a lot, because frankly, the philosophy of our way of life is what sets us aside from just being people who talk to those that have gone before us. And I personally find that extremely and essentially important. I know I would say that. I'm sitting here in a dog collar with a big old logo saying philosophy, healing, and mediumship. Of course I would say that, but I say it because it's important and I mean it, and it's relevant to the world in which we live. And my friends and helpers, bless them, in these polarized times, as they call it, gave me some words a few days ago. that were very, very apt. And I would just like to briefly, if I can still open it, just share a part of it with you all. Because they say we live in such polarized times. It seems that everywhere we look, people are dealing in absolutes rather than finding balance and equality. Either you're with me or against me, or you disagree with me, so you are wrong. We are a world where debate is seen and feels like attack at the moment. So we lash out and debate, and conversation becomes battle and war. Instead of listening, we assume. Instead of sharing, we shout because we believe the loudest voice wins. If we disagree with something or someone, we label it, group it together, and create more division, rather than asking the most important question we focus on: what rather than why? Only by focusing on the why instead of the what can we reach the core and fix it. In order to progress in the heavenly realms, we must look inward and face our truths and our actions. Yet this is not limited or unique concept. To move forward as a race, we must do the same in our current earthly lives. We still, even now, believe we are grown-up species. We have progressed, and whilst this may be true on some level, we still shy away from the simplest of solutions for growth and ignore the hardest of questions through fear, through the concern that there are still some things within that some are not ready to face. We fear, we remain silent, we fail. We and our earthly instrument are equally guilty of this. We fear touching some topic or another, as we fear the response will outweigh the message. But without a full and clear picture, inward and outward, we cannot grow. There is but one truth and but one evidence, what must be understood: that if we must resort to name calling and picking out the features of an individual to justify our standpoint, to separate from us, then this is not the reflection of the Great Spirit, but is the animalistic self that is not part of the work of the meaning of the Great Spirit. Whilst in the heavenly realms, we will assist in helping to the identification of such individuals and groups that do not stand with and do not stand of spiritual kindness. But it is still the personal responsibility of the physical world to show the opposite, therefore drowning out the sounds and sights of negativity and injustice, that we are all part of the gift that great wishes is given to us by Spirit. Only with patience, kindness, and understanding can we progress. However, this does not mean we should allow that patience to silence us when we remind ourselves and others of these truths. Be at peace, for we will guide you to a greater world, but you must be the ones to walk that journey. And so rather than me spouting my usual, they decided to give me a script for once. And so my friends and helpers did give me that about 2 weeks ago. And I think the important thing to remember is that we must be an example of kindness, of generosity, and of understanding. And certainly for me, that was the standout message when I finally woke up and put the pen down, that they meant. And, you know, certainly in my position as a minister, I'm often reminded by our principal minister. So she might be with us, might not be physically with us tonight, but she's still sending me messages through the ether, as we so often do with each other. That in the position that I am, I have to hold my tongue sometimes, and that I have to be restrained, because as someone who is a self-proclaimed spiritualist, as someone who works on behalf of the Great Spirit, it is my personal responsibility to behave as such. And I think that in this world in which we live, where suddenly everyone's a celebrity on the sofa, we must remember that the words that we use are hurtful sometimes when we may not intend them to be. But certainly we must listen to what people are saying rather than assume the meaning behind it. And when we do not receive what we like favorably, we must respond with that still spiritual generosity and kindness, because if we do not, we are walking a path that we so frequently criticize. And I think as spiritualists, we have a responsibility to live our principles rather than tell everybody about them. And so that is what Spirit have to say tonight. Other than this, for the last few days, certainly where I've been, it has been, as my grandfather would put it, persistently raining. And I had to be very careful how I phrase that. But it has been persistently raining. And before that, my grass was virtually a wasteland. Well, the sun is now shining and the sky is now blue again. But what those storms have left behind is a lush and green lawn. So even when it gets difficult, and even when it gets hard, and even when we think we can't get out there and do what we need to do, someone up there is guiding and helping. Remember the simple rule that we always get what we need, not necessarily what we want. So God bless you all, my friends, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Nick. That was lovely.
Oh, bless your heart, my darling.
Very thought-provoking.
You are most kind. Now, I don't very often do shameless plugs, but I am serving the light in Weymouth Christian Spiritualist Church on Sunday at 6:15 online. And we are going to be doing a bit on philosophy on that as well. So if you're interested in hearing what Spirit have got to say, do come along. But for tonight, we have to turn to more serious matters right now, because we have a gentleman waiting in the wings so patiently. And I say turn to more serious matters because, as we all know, I've never heard this gentleman tell a joke. I've never heard him give us a reading of a naughty nature or a sideways nature. I've never heard him say anything in the slightest form that would be deemed as amusing, because his name, ladies and gentlemen, is Reverend Alan Sutton. Good evening, mate.
Thank you for that, Nick. And you do tell fibs.
You owe me a tenner, love.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everybody. I think this reading is going to tie in well with Nick's address tonight, actually. And for me to say that, that's something.
Yes.
But it is called My Religion by Dave Wimbrough.
Yeah.
You ask, what is my religion? Now what, I say, I have none. You'll be wrongly impressed and duly distressed, so wait, I have only just begun. My creed, in the sense that you mean it, has no single symbol or sign. Big, impressive or small, there is good in them all. So perhaps your religion is mine. My doctrine is any that stands for the honour and virtue of people. For whatever we preach, we're all striving to reach a mutual goal in the end. My church is one that is nearest, wherever I happen to be. The place where people go, their devotion to show, is good and sufficient for me. What matters the name on the mileposts that stand by the path you have trod? If the pathway leads up, then at last you shall sup with the infinite army of God. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. And everyone downstairs is clapping as well. Thank you, Alan. It's good to have you both on, and it's certainly a very appropriate and apt reading. So thank you.
I did alter, Nick. I did alter a couple of words in that reading. The original reading was for the honour and virtue, and I said people, and it says of men, which doesn't stand right with me.
Good man.
And the other one was the place where people go, and that also said men go, and that didn't stand stand right with me.
No, it didn't stand right with me either.
Well, it wouldn't, and it certainly wouldn't stand right with our principal minister,
No.
whose first outing into central London was to burn an item of clothing, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm going to suffer for that one.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, it does bring a very important and valid point. One of the things that people talk about when it comes to scripture, we are often reminded at the end of the New Testament that if you change these words, you will suffer for doing so, because you shouldn't change the word of God. However, what happens when you translate something from one language to another? Some of the meaning is lost. And so as language is changed and improved, it should be updated in tone, in texture, in style, so that it is available and understandable for everyone without losing that meaning, but making it more available to all. So doing what you did was absolutely right in my book, and absolutely right in everyone else's that's got half a brain cell, I believe. And I know Lynn will be very, very pleased with you. So you may get a thank you once the drain cover has been fixed on her broadband. But furthermore to that, of course, is a lesson that we should remember, that even though people tell us that this word should not be changed, people have done. People do. And whilst they will get their punishment and their lecture and lesson on what they should and shouldn't do when they go up to the beach and see their life played back along the beach, is what people tend to forget is that the changes that they make for their own ends rather than the benefit of others doesn't get changed back. And so we are lumbered with the words of hypocrisy and ignorance purporting to be faith and the word of God. And so those who are inspired by the Great Spirit, by God, by Jesus himself, should have the courage to say, that doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit what I understand and know to be about faith and religion, just like your reading said. And so let's do something about it. And it's a very difficult position to be in, I know, but I think my principal minister's favourite word, for many reasons, is courage. And I think those of faith have to, especially in these polarised times, have the courage to put right what has been made wrong. So well done for doing what you did, Alan, and we are grateful, very so. So thank you, Alan, for a beautiful reading and an excellent lesson to us all.
Thank you.
And we will see you all a bit later. Mwah.
Bye.
Well, it's just thee and me again for a few minutes, my lovely. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good, good. Enjoying it so far?
I am, very much.
Good, good, good. Well, friends, now is the time in our service when we do, in all seriousness, take on a bit more serious tone, because now is the time in our service when we send out our healing thoughts to all those who are sick and suffering and in need of comfort. This week, I would like to ask that a few names be thought of and sent to in on behalf of us all together, as well as those names that you know within your hearts that need healing. I certainly would like to ask for healing to be sent to Wendy and her daughter Emma and all of their family at this time. I would like to ask for healing to be sent to Tony and his tonsillitis, and to Michael for having to put up with him feeling poorly. But also I would like to ask for healing to be sent to a school friend of mine who I haven't physically seen for a number of years, but we did spend 5 years in the same classroom together, so I'm sure she was probably as sick of me as everyone else is. But my friend Cheryl, who is extremely unwell, I would like you to all, if possible, please consider her in your thoughts. at this difficult time as well. So let us all join together and send out that healing love and upliftment as we begin our healing silence with the healing prayer and end with the word Amen. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, as we join together as friends, let us unite under your banner of love. For here we bring unto you all those who are in need of healing, be they sick in mind, body, or spirit, that it may please thee to heal them. This we ask for those we know, for those we do not know, for those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now, in that hope and certain truth that you will bring comfort, kindness, and hope where needed. And if not, bring peace and rest. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, friends, and thank you for everyone who joined in and sent out. So, well, friends, now is the time in our evening where I disappear for a little while. You will, of course, get to put up with me poking my oar in every 10 minutes or so, just to let my good friend Tara know that 10 minutes is almost up. I think I'm getting well practiced enough to not appear at the wrong time when something important is being said, and get the flow of where things are going. So I don't think I'm too bad, and I don't give you the eyes for anyone who's never been to a spiritualist church before. And this is something that doesn't get mentioned on these online things. There's this old story of, I can feel the eyes of the chair behind me calling me to time, and we all feel it. We all get it. And I know as a chair, I probably end up doing it myself. I certainly don't mean to. But you suddenly become aware of this pair of eyes behind you burning into your neck, and you just suddenly look up at the clock and realize that you've gone 2 seconds over time, so you're in trouble. But we're not like that, as you well know at Little Port. We go with the flow. We give an approximation. So my friend, my love, and a superb medium, please have a wonderful evening, because I know you will, and I know you're going to be awesome. So let us bring up your first recipient of the evening. She has been sat patiently waiting, bless her heart. She had a few technical issues before she got on, but she did get on. I did give her a shout out. So my friends, welcome to the platform, Jackie. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Hi,
How are you feeling, my love?
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Few technical issues.
Do you know what? It's wonderful, this technology, but it can also be a right pain in the bottom. Well, my lovelies, I'm going to leave you two to it. I'm going to disappear, and I'll see you both very soon.
Thank you, Nick. Hi, Jackie.
Hello.
How are you, lovely?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
Good. Well, I have a lady who's come forward, and I do want to give this as mum to you. And she makes me very aware of a full head of lovely curly hair. Can you understand this, please?
Did you say mother?
Yeah.
No.
If not mother, then grandmother. But she just shows me this head full of curls.
No.
Okay, well, I'll just carry on going with it. Okay, I'm not offended by you saying no, because I know that she is sitting somewhere with you. Okay, but she just gives me this lovely head full of curls, and she does make me aware that she wore spectacles, as she says. She doesn't call them glasses, she calls them spectacles. And her hair occasionally got in the way of her eye. And she also makes me very aware of migraines or headaches. Now, I'm unsure if I'm with her or if I'm with you with this.
I used to get very bad migraine.
Right, okay. Because she just makes me feel like I just need to hold my head and just go and lie down in a dark room with peace and quiet. Okay, right. She makes me aware that she would have been laid more or less flat before she passed. Okay, I don't know why. She wasn't propped up on pillows or anything, but she was laid out more or less flat. Okay. Can you understand a lady of this description, please, Jackie?
Not really, no.
Okay. Well, right. Okay. Well, she brings a gentleman forward as well. And I do want to give this as Dad to you. Okay. And he does make me very aware of his red shiny cheek.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can understand that in regard to him.
Okay.
And he tells me that he didn't have a lot of hair either. He was very thin on top.
Yep.
Okay.
He had the curly hair.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, before it went.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, excuse me then, because I just got this lady in. So this lady does stick with you somewhere. Okay. Right. Now, Dad makes me feel sort of a bit confused, if you can understand that, before his passing. I don't know if he sort of if he suffered a little bit with slight dementia or his memory going occasionally, but he does make me feel quite confused. Can you understand that, please?
Yeah, he didn't have dementia, but he was confused at the end.
Right. Okay, because I just feel like I've got so much to say, but I can't really put it into words because my words are going to get jumbled and I'm going to be all over the place, if you can understand that. And he does make me aware of a fall as well. And I do want to say that I am with him with this. Please excuse me if I am wrong. But he does make me aware that he fell. Okay, and that is when the issues started with him. Can you understand this, please? I don't know if he was out walking or if he fell down a step or something, but he does make me aware that he fell. Okay, and it was after the fall that he started to get confused and started to get a little bit nervous, if you can understand that.
I'm not sure on that one.
Okay, well, I'll ask you to keep that then. Right, it gives me the name Bernard or Bernie, if you can understand either of those two names. Okay, and he mentions the months of March and September as well, and that will be birthdays, anniversaries, or anniversary of passing. Okay, March and September.
Right, yeah.
Right, okay. Right, he's now given me a gift to give to you, Jackie. And this is a gift that he would have given you in life. Okay, and it was given with a lot of love. And I do want to say it's something ornamental. Okay, I don't know if you can understand this. This is a gift that he gave to you that is ornamental. I don't know if this is a vase or something similar, but he is giving this to me to give to you now. Okay.
Right.
If you don't understand this now, then please keep a hold of it because I'm sure it will come back to you at some point.
Okay, thank you.
But he is giving this to you with just a huge amount of love. And I do want to say that you were a bit of a daddy's girl, if you can understand that.
Very much so.
He does tell me that you were very, very precious to him. Okay. And he also tells me that he was very precious to you too.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, it was a father-daughter relationship, but it was more than a father-daughter relationship, if you can understand that. The bond went really deep.
Yeah.
And he does tell me that you have done a lot of grieving since he passed.
Yeah.
Okay. And he wants to say that you're still grieving.
Yeah.
Okay. And he tells me that he doesn't want you to grieve him any longer, because he is
Okay.
still here. He is still here with you, and he's in your heart, and he is always around you, lovely. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, he tells me that he hasn't really been gone very long. I don't know if you can understand this. Now, I'm given between now and sort of 5 years, if you can understand this.
No, it's longer than that.
Right, okay. Well, please accept my apologies then. But it just feels that it was a lot closer. And maybe that is because of the grief that you hold on to, lovely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, he tells me that he is a lot closer than many people think. I don't know where I'm going with this, sorry, just bear with me. I don't know if you still have his ashes or something that belongs to him, that you won't let go of, if you can understand that.
Nothing physical. No.
Right, okay. Well, maybe somebody does have something, okay, that did belong to him, and it is a lot closer to you than you realise. Okay. Right, he's given me the name Patsy now. Patsy? Patsy or Patty?
He had a niece, Patsy.
Right, okay, that is lovely, thank you. Right, he's now also given me the month of August, and he's given me the number 14 with that, okay? I don't know if you can understand the 14th of August as a date, or whether the 14th and August come separately, but he has just given me them together, so I do want to give it as 14th of August. Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of it at the moment.
Okay, well, if I can just ask you to keep that then, okay,
Yeah.
and then you can let Nick know or me know at a later date, okay?
Thank you.
Right, have you got a fear of swimming, lovely, or did Dad have a fear of swimming?
He had a fear of swimming.
Right, okay, because he's just made me feel
I
so
love
nervous.
swimming. He couldn't swim.
Right, he just made me feel so nervous. He just put me almost on the side of a riverbank, and I could feel my heart beating so fast. Okay, but he tells me that the fear of water is gone now. Okay,
Right.
and he tells me that the water where he is just glorious. Okay, and there's nothing to
Okay.
be scared. But he does tell me he did like fishing.
No, he
I don't know
wasn't a
if you
fisherman.
Right, okay. I might be with somebody else then. But he has just given me fishing. Okay.
My brother.
Have you got a grandson?
Yes.
Right, okay. Because I'm getting the love of fishing with your grandson. Okay,
Okay.
you might have to check. But I am being given the love of fishing with your grandson, and he's telling me how proud he is of him.
Okay.
Okay. And he's telling me that he's as proud of him as you are.
Right, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he also, right, he gives me the name of Nicholas now, so I don't know if that relates to your grandson or relates to you in another way, but he's given me the name Nicholas. Okay. Right, okay. Right. He also gives me that he likes turning wood as well. Do you do something with wood?
No.
Right, okay. I think I might be going off on a tangent here. I think I've got somebody else coming through. Right, okay. Right, okay. I've got to give you a butterfly, Jackie.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got to give you a butterfly, and this does come from Dad to you. Okay.
Thank you.
And with that, he blows it. He blows it in a kiss to you, lovely, and he just asks you to keep hold of that butterfly. Okay. and he tells me that, you know, there's so much beauty in that. And you know, when you see butterflies, I don't know if you do think of Dad or not, but this will help you with your healing in regards to your grief.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
going to
lovely.
leave that
Thank you.
with you now. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, please come back to me and let me know if you know you can find out about all the other things. But you
Okay,
know,
lovely.
the love is still there.
Lovely. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
You're very welcome, Jackie.
Hi,
Thank you.
Jackie.
Hello.
I will to back up Tara and to emphasize on something that was said there. Sometimes the most weightiest of objects and heaviest of things that we hold on to after someone passes is the emotions and the feeling. And sometimes that is exactly why, as Tara said, time doesn't run very well for them upstairs, because they don't have to worry about a ticking clock, and the infinite runs slightly different in parallel to this physical world. So it doesn't feel very long for him, because it still feels like yesterday for you. And I'm sure he wanted you to know that. And as Tara said, there are some things that we have to let go of, but not the good memories.
Okay.
And not
Yeah.
either. You know, keep hold of the love.
Absolutely. Because
Yeah,
there's
no, I think of him every day.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that is brilliant, but try and focus on the fun times, because as someone once asked, and I'm sure Tara's the same, I get asked it all the time, will this ever get any better? And the truth is, the pain doesn't go away, but we get better at managing it. And
Okay, yeah, thank
we
you.
replace the painful memories with the happy ones and the laughter and the times that we were silly and daft and amusing together. So that will come. Just have a little bit of faith in yourself, young lady.
Right, thank you.
And on that note, I'll say God bless you, my love, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Tara. Thank you.
Well done, my lovely. How you doing? You all happy to carry on, my love?
Yes.
It's it's so nice to sit next to you again, and just watch your work. So I'm going to move swiftly on to your next recipient. Now I've got to be careful what order I do this in. Yes, I'm going to do it this way. So welcome back onto screen. She was with us our first service and a couple more since, but we haven't seen her in a while. Come on up, Nicola.
Hiya.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Not too bad, thank you. Really good. Really good.
Good. And it's a pleasure to see you back on, but this time smiling.
Yeah. Everything's really good. Yeah.
Good.
Brilliant.
I'm glad things have continued in the vein since our last speaks. So speaking of speaks, I'll get out of the way and leave you
everything's
to it.
fine.
Brilliant.
Everything's fine.
See you shortly.
Okay. Hi, Nicola.
Tara, all right?
I am.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I'm really good. Really good. Yeah.
Okay. Right. I do have a gentleman here. Okay. And it does make me aware of a very much a closeness between you. Now, I don't know if this is a husband or a brother, or it's that sort of relationship. Would you understand the gentleman in spirit of that description? There is
not a husband.
like a deep, I want to say like a deep friendship, if you can understand that. So I don't know if I might be wrong, and you know, sort of going off tangent. It's either husband, brother, or it could be an uncle. Okay.
An uncle, yeah, uncle, yeah.
Okay, and but it does make me aware that you were very close, if you can understand that.
Yeah,
Right, okay. And he does tell me that he knows of your problems, okay? I won't go into
Yeah.
detail, but he does
Okay.
know of your problems. And he
Okay.
does tell me that he has helped pick you up a few times,
Yeah. Okay.
okay? And you are aware that you have been picked up, if you can understand that,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay? So
Yeah.
he is telling you that it has been him that has been there to help pick you
Ah,
up,
all right.
okay?
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
he tells me it is nice to see you staying on the up now. Um,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
said, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I do feel that you have, over the years been quite down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this is due to anxiety or stress, but he does make me feel that that is the reason behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is fantastic. Okay. He gives me the name Lizzie Ann. Okay. I don't know if you can understand that. Lizzie Ann. Lizzie Ann. I can't change it because that is what
Not at the
Spirit
moment. No.
will give it to you. Okay. If you can't understand it as one name, I'll give it as two, Lizzie and Ann. Okay. I'll just ask you to keep them names. Right, okay. He does give me the month of February as well, also, and that will be either a birthday or an anniversary of passing. And he does give me the number 2 with that, so I'm going to say the 2nd of February. Okay.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay. Yeah. There is a birthday.
Right, okay. I'll just ask you
Yeah.
to keep that then, okay, and then
Okay.
come back to
Yeah.
me later. Okay. He's now given me a huge basket to give to you.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's fruit or vegetables that are in it, but all he's showing me is this huge basket, and it is given with goodness, if you can understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
want to say that you've become even more healthier just recently. Can you understand that?
Yeah. Well, I'm a lot more. Yeah, I would
I
say
don't,
I'm more healthier and more vibrant in myself.
I don't know if you eat healthier or if you keep fit or you do something that keeps you healthier.
I'm
But
actually walking a lot more at the minute. I'm walking a
right,
lot more
okay.
with dogs, so yeah, yeah, I am.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm a lot better.
excellent. So
Yeah,
he does tell me for you to keep that up, okay?
yeah, yeah,
Because all that helps keep you lifted.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's that and
Right,
also meditation and stuff like that I'm doing. Yeah, yeah, it's all
right,
helping.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. He put a lady forward now,
Okay.
okay? And I have this lady, and I do want to give her as mum to you.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
can understand mum in spirit, please.
Yes, I do.
And
Yes. Yes.
the reason I'm saying mum is because it is like looking at you when I look at her. Can you understand this?
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Everything from the hair and your facial features and even your glasses. It is just like looking at her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, she makes me aware that she would have passed with like a breathing issue. Can you understand this, please?
Um.
Or a breathing or a chest issue. If she didn't pass from it, she did have it. If you can understand, I don't know if it's asthma or
Yeah.
like
Yeah. With some. Similar. Similar.
right,
Similar.
okay. I'm feeling very breathless. Okay.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
it's either asthma or COPD or that sort of thing. I just feel like I'm gasping for air to speak.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And she tells me that she passed very peacefully, if you can understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there wasn't any pain or discomfort. She passed very, very slowly, but very peacefully. Okay, and
Yeah.
it's almost like she held on with her last breath, if you can understand that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she does make me aware that you did hold her hand as well as she passed. Can you understand
Mm.
that?
Not. No.
It's not
No.
you. Then somebody else held her hand when
Yeah,
she
yeah,
passed.
I know who it was. Yeah,
Right. Okay. Well, she just wants thanks to be given to that person then for
okay,
being there
okay,
with
yeah,
her. Okay. And she just wants to give thanks that she wasn't alone. Okay.
okay, yeah.
Right. Okay. Can you understand a gentleman in spirit also, please? And I do want to give this as dad to you. If not dad to you, then this is grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Okay. Because he's patting you on the head. I do feel this is something he did when he was living. He just used to pat you on the head.
Okay,
As you were growing up, but he would pat you on the head and say, you know, my girl.
okay,
He does make me aware though that he was quite a strict gentleman. He didn't really show a lot of emotion as such. Not out, not he didn't show it out to you, but it was there. If you can understand this.
okay, yeah,
Okay. But
okay,
he said that the times that he was growing up, it was very strict living anyway. You
yeah,
know, children should be seen but not heard, and it was a case of like, sit down, be quiet.
okay, yeah.
Okay. Right. He's now given me a teddy bear to give to you.
Okay.
Okay. I do feel that this is a teddy bear that you either have now or that you did have as you were growing up. Okay, which gives a lot of memories and a lot of meaning to you. Can you understand that, please? Just like you know, your normal brown scruffy teddy bear. You know,
Not the minute, not the minute.
Are they called stiff bears or something? Very
Yeah,
similar to that.
not the minute. I can't think of that term at the minute, but
Okay, well,
that's,
if I can ask you to keep that then, because that might
that's
come
okay.
back.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
sit on board and think about it. I might.
Right, okay. He's now making me aware of two children here, to you, and I do want to say a son and a daughter. Can you understand this, please? Or do you have a brother?
I've got 3 children.
Right, okay. Well, he's just making me aware of a boy and a girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's telling me that there is something, they have something more in common then than they do with the other one, if you can understand that. I don't know if they're twins or if they're very similar to twins.
They do have some. The daughter and son do have some in common. Yeah.
Right, okay, fantastic. I was going to say, please don't feed me.
No. No. They do have something in common. But
Right.
yeah.
Okay. And it's that thing in common that does make them a little bit closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Now he is telling me that there's been some worries lately around one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can understand this.
Yeah,
but
I can.
he
Yes,
says,
I can. Sorry. Yeah.
he says that he wants to take those worries away. Okay. And he does
Yeah.
want to say that they are only temporary. Okay. I don't know
Okay.
if this is something to do with a job or money or, you know, or around that, but he does want to sort of take the problem or the issue away.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's only temporary.
Okay.
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 So, you know, please sort of, you know, he just wants you to reassure them that
Okay.
things will be okay in the end. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Right. He now shows me a bicycle. I don't know if you have ever ridden a bicycle or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I did in my young days.
He's just showing me a bicycle. So I don't know if you're not wanting to get on one just recently, or you know, or you've been thinking of getting one again. But he
Yeah.
is sort of laughing. He is sort of laughing about it somewhere, and for some reason, and I'm sure you will understand the reason behind it as well. Okay, right. He's now handed me a lovely posy,
Oh,
and this posy is just full of oranges and pinks and reds and whites. Okay,
okay,
um,
okay.
and it is just given with so much love.
Oh,
Okay, but
nice.
the orange is for the sunshine, the red is
Yeah,
for the love, and each
oh,
colour has its own meaning.
yeah,
Okay. Now, I don't know if you work with crystals, Nicola.
yeah. I do. I do have
Right.
crystals in the house. I do have
Okay.
crystals. I've gone very crystals and meditation, and
Right.
I hear the
Okay.
birds on the morning now, and then on an evening now. It's lovely. It's like I feel absolutely on top of the world. It's
Oh,
super
right. Okay. Because
fantastic.
he just gave me crystals to give to you along with this
Ah,
posy.
right. He knows then.
Okay. He does. They
Wow.
know. They know everything before we do.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's
Okay.
brilliant. I thought I could be honest. I thought there's been a lot of energy around me. So yeah, it's
Well,
superb.
he's bringing that upliftment for you. Okay.
Fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
and you're going to stay lifted as well. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So take your worries away.
Yeah.
And please know
Yeah.
that everything is going to work out just fine.
Yeah. I totally agree. Totally
Okay.
agree. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll leave his love with you then, and Mum's as well, of
Yeah.
course.
That's lovely. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
You're very
Thank,
welcome.
that's
You're
lovely.
very
Thank you. You
welcome.
take care. Take care and
I
stay safe.
will. You
Thank
too.
you. Thank
I
you.
tell
Thank
you
you very
what,
much.
I tell you what, Nicola, your family don't half keep me busy.
Yeah, but it's just great. It's surreal, to be honest. Like I've said, it's just surreal.
From the first time I met you to now, you are unrecognizable, my love, and I am so pleased for you.
It's tremendous. The amount of upliftment I've got now, and the amount of it's just lovely. It's lovely. Anxiety, all my fears are gone. It's superb. It's superb,
You
and
know
all the
what
things
I
I've
mean?
been getting, that everything's going to be fine. It's all going to work out in the end, and it's brilliant. It's
But you look
Absolutely.
superb.
well,
And like I said, all I can do is thank you for what you've done. And I know it's not to thank you, but you still showed me the path. You showed me the path how to get there, and I have. It's brilliant.
You chose to walk it, my love, and
Yeah, I know.
I'd like,
I know,
if
but
you
I
don't
still have
mind, I'd
to
like
thank
to
you.
use you as an example to others,
Yeah.
fantastic.
because realistically, I remember that when you first came on with us, there was just one specific person that you wanted to hear from, and you did what everybody does, what we all do. As soon as you didn't get that person, you clamped up, closed down, and we had
Yeah.
that conversation. And the 2 times you've been on since, with that in your mind, she's come through both times. So
Yeah.
well done,
To be
Tara.
honest, I know my mum's around all the time. I know she's around all the time. I can feel her all the time. And the amount of things I've had quite a weird thing the other day. I was standing in the cupboard at the on the stairway, and I had just happened to look into my bed from the bathroom to the bedroom, and I just saw this figure, and I'm convinced it was my mum.
Have you?
I've had a lot of feathers. I've had a lot of animals appear.
Can you
I've had
Nicola?
sorry, I can't hear what you're saying. Sorry.
Things moving around as well.
Yeah, I've had a few different things. I've had a lot of animals as well. I've had foxes. I've had deers. Right as well. I've had 2 doves. I've had 2 grey doves, which is very unusual to see. So I don't know if I've got a bit of I'm sending spiritual vibes out to animals.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had a lot of animals. I've had a lot.
That is lovely.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And like I said, thank you.
And it's
Thank you very much.
it's lovely to have that confirmation. It's lovely to have that confirmation from Mum that she is around you. as well, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I know she's around everybody, you know, all I know I can feel them. I feel the love there, I feel the energy there now, and it's superb. And I'm trying to send healing through to my children as well, try and help them, but it's just getting there. But yeah,
You'll get there.
I
You'll
keep
get
going.
there.
I keep going. Yep. So,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Well,
you.
Nicola, thank you ever so much for coming
No
back
worries.
on.
No worries, and
And,
thank you very much. Thank
Stay
you.
around. I might bring you back up at the end of the service, so don't get too comfortable. I'll see you soon. God bless, darling.
All right, thank you. God bless too. All right.
Wow, what a difference a few months makes. And that's the power of spirit. And that, my friends, is what spiritualism does for people. Just one notice to make out to the lovely Sandra Shelley. My darling, for 2 weeks in a row, you haven't been wearing your glasses when you're watching us. I'm assuming that your angry face is just you've clicked the wrong button again because you did it last week, my love. Put your glasses on, darling. You make me feel nervous. In all seriousness, hello, Sandra. Good to see you, babe. Now, friends, speaking of animals and spirit interaction, the animalistic patron saint of spiritualism in Littleport is sitting in the wings, waiting to do his turn with the assistance of a lovely young lady. So I'm going to ask, my darling Hannah, what is it?
darling.
Big black prize.
Bully's special prize. The final reading of the evening, of course, is Bully's special prize. How are you, my darling?
Good.
Good. You're keeping your mum busy, aren't you?
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah.
Well done, dear. Keep it up. We have been having speakings this week, of course, but that's not why I want to speak to your mum now, because in actual fact, your Bully special prize is your mum. So I can disappear now without clicking any more. It was a request for a reading, so I'll leave you two to it.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Samantha.
Hello, Tara. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Thank you. Yeah, good. Thanks.
Good. Okay. Well, I have another lady come forward, and I do want to give this as mum.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And she popped up automatically when Hannah was playing on her bullseye.
Okay.
Okay. And she wants to tell you how proud she is of how far you and Hannah have come. Can you understand that?
Yes, I can. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And she is telling me that Hannah has grown into such a beautiful young lady.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Agree with that. Yeah.
But she tells me that so I've got to be careful how I word this now. She tells me that there were doubts when Hannah was younger. Can you understand that?
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Right. Okay. But she is telling me that she just wants to say how wrong she was at the time.
We all.
Okay. And she just wants to take what was said or what was thought back. Okay. And just tell you how proud she is of how far you have come with her.
Okay.
Right. Now she does tell me that Hannah was a bit of a nanny's girl, if you can understand that.
Yes, very much. Yeah.
And Hannah still misses her.
Yes. Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Okay. But she does want to sort of say to you and Hannah that she is very much around Hannah.
Yes.
Okay. And she's given me writing with Hannah. Okay. I don't know if Hannah does writing or some form of drawing, but she is telling me about the help she gives her with that. Can you understand that, please?
Yes, we're thinking of writing a book with Hannah, with my husband.
Right, okay. Well, your mum will be helping with this then, lovely. Okay. Because she is telling me that she is going to be helping Hannah with the book.
Lovely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, okay. Right, now she's just given me, and I know it's very much a grandma thing, or the old-fashioned grandma thing, but she's just placed a knitted woolly hat on your head and wrapped a scarf around your neck and put this huge pair of gloves on you. Okay, and I do want to say that you know, she was very I want to say overprotective, but that's probably going a bit too far, of you. Okay, as you were growing up, and you never went out, you know, in the cold without your woolly hat and your scarf and your gloves on.
Yeah,
okay,
very protective. Yeah.
and you know, even if it was just slightly cold, you still went out with your woolly hat, your scarf and your gloves on. Okay, and you took them off as soon as you got up the street away from home.
Probably.
Okay, because you didn't want to look silly. Right, okay. Right, now she's giving me April and May to give to you as birthdays or anniversaries. I don't want to say anniversary of passing for some reason, so I am just going to give him as birthdays or anniversaries, April and May. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And she is taking me to November, or around the end of November, as a time of passing, if you can understand that, please.
May.
I don't know.
I take May for the passing.
Oh, right.
But I'm not sure about it. November. I'll have to...
Right, okay, well, I might not be with her passing, I might be with someone else's passing, but she's definitely given me sort of coming up to the end of November.
Okay.
As someone's passing day.
Okay.
Okay. Can I ask if Dad is in spirit as well, please?
No.
Right, okay, because, right, okay, what she's saying is then that she wants you to give Dad a big kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right on his cheek, just a big muh.
I will do.
From her, okay? And she does tell me that as much as Dad likes to think he's big and strong and he copes and everything, he does still miss her incredibly.
Oh, very much. Yeah, very much.
Okay. And he talks to her all the time, is what she tells me. He'll be sitting on his own and he'll be talking away to her, and she hears every word he says, even his moans and groans is what she's saying. Okay. And she does tell me that he's a bit of an old moaner and groaner.
Very much, yeah.
But you get used to it after the amount of years she had to live with it for, she says. Okay, I've got to give that as something funny, just to sort of add a little bit of humour to her message.
Yeah.
And I do feel that she was quite a humorous lady.
Yeah.
Okay. And she would have laughed, you know, if someone tripped over in the street, she would have laughed rather than helped them. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, okay. Well, maybe just a quiet snigger to herself.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Right, she's also brought a dog forward now as well.
Okay.
The dog in spirit. And I do want to say it looks like a big shaggy dog. Okay. So I don't know if you can understand this dog, but she has got a dog with her in spirit.
Okay. I have.
Okay.
Yeah, we have got a dog in spirit.
Freddie. Right. Okay. Well, she's just brought him forward. Okay, just to let you know that the dog is with her.
Okay.
But she's making me aware. I don't know if does Hannah like cats?
No.
Right. Okay. Or is it you that likes? There's somebody that likes cats.
No, we're not cat people. We're like dogs. Sorry.
Right. Okay. Well, okay. I'll take that away then.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe it's just my interpretation. Right, okay. Right, now she's just given me a raincoat and an umbrella.
Okay.
And she's putting them on Hannah. Okay. And I do feel that she is giving her these as protection, if you can understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. And so she's wearing the raincoat and she has got the umbrella over her. She is very much protected. Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you.
And with that, she wraps angel rings around Hannah as well. Okay. So I do want to say that the angels are very much with Hannah.
Okay.
Okay. But they are very much with you too. I don't know if you collect angels or if you study angels. But I am being.
I've just bought an angel ornament. It's on my
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is where that is coming from then. That is lovely. That's fantastic validation. But she's just giving angels to you, Samantha, okay?
Thank you.
Also to Hannah also.
Thank you.
Okay. Right, I don't know if Hannah dresses up at all. I don't know if she's got like wings or something that she puts on and dresses up in. But this is what I'm being shown.
Okay. That could be something else to do with fairies. So.
All right. Okay. Well, I've just been shown Hannah dressing up. Okay, with a pair of wings.
Okay.
So
I can take that. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. But also, she is really, really pushing the fact that that Hannah is an angel herself.
She is.
Okay.
She's my
and you know that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know the reason for her being here also. Okay.
Very much, yeah.
Right, now Mum has just given me, it looks like a flute of champagne or a flute of wine or something. And it's something to be celebrated. Okay, this is given to you in celebration. Okay, so if you're not celebrating anything at the moment, I do feel you will be celebrating something very soon. Okay. And again, I do want to sort of aim more towards Hannah here, as well as yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. She's just showing me wind chimes now. I don't know if you have wind chimes in your house.
I've just got one in the garden.
Yeah.
Just
right. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, she just tells me that you're to listen to the wind chime. Okay. When she just says, put Hannah to bed at night and just go and stand in the garden and listen to this wind chime, and you will hear her.
All
okay.
Right.
But you will also hear the angels too.
Thank you. Okay.
You're very welcome. Right, now with that, she's just given me a ring to give to you, Samantha. Okay. I don't know if this is a ring that belongs to her that you own now, but she is giving me this ring to give to you.
Okay. Right.
Okay. I don't know. It's just got a single big stone. For some reason, I want to say emerald. Okay, so I'm going to give you an emerald ring. If you don't understand this now, you will do. It might hold some other significance if you look into emeralds. But I'm going to give that to you now with lots of love. Okay, and lots of love from the angels for you and Hannah.
That's lovely.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, that's lovely.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much, Tara.
You're very welcome. Kiss for Hannah too.
In actual fact, let's put us on the three view. There we can see you both now. Hello, my darlings. Now, shall we let Tara into the secret now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on then.
Right, Nicola, come on back up a second. Can you see it now?
Are you sisters?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh my goodness me!
And the emerald ring. The emerald ring you were saying about.
Yeah.
The emerald ring. I gave Mum an emerald ring for her birthday.
Did you? Oh wow! That is fantastic. Oh, thank you so much, lady. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm completely taken back.
We've got connection.
Oh,
I
that is
love it when
so
spirit do
lovely.
that. I really, really do. Now, all through your last half of your reading, all I could hear was a reminder from my guide of a hymn called "I Hear the Angels Singing with Voices Sweet and Clear about things pure and lovely, the good times drawing near. The angels bright they're coming to aid the suffering one, and through life's various changes to say Thy will be done."
Lovely.
Oh,
How I remembered that and held it in tune, I don't know after all these years. But I think that might be a little bit of a message there for you, Hannah, darling.
Oh,
Oh
it's
dear,
lovely.
that naughty little laugh says it all. Well done, Tara. There's been many things that you actually picked up that me and Sam were talking about earlier.
Oh, really?
And all I'll say is, if you two don't like cats, we better keep the Egyptians out of it.
Oh, well, if we have to, then yeah.
Well, it's lovely seeing you three back up on our screen. And do hang about for the closing prayer. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, my lovely. Let's put us back up so
Oh,
people
what
can
a
see
lovely
us.
surprise.
There you go. Really well done tonight, darling. Thank you ever so much for a wonderful service.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Now, it is usually at this time in the service when I get reminded to tell everybody that next week's medium is Sue Breen. I've been told she is coming on with us next week. But let's find out if I've forgotten anything. Come on back, Mother.
No, you're fine.
I haven't forgotten anything this week.
No, no.
Oh, that's all right then.
Okay.
That's one thing. Oh, it's that. Oh, he's the gaffer. All right, definitely. I think my father is trying to tell us that it is time. It's time for tea. So we.
That's my love, by the way.
Get out of the way. It's like this every Thursday in Littleport when there's no cameras about, I tell you. So thank you for connecting with us, Mrs. B, Mr. B. We're going to have a closing prayer in a second. So we'll see you next week, where you can remind me all about the things I've forgotten.
Okay.
God bless, Mum. See you soon.
Take.
Well, now. So thank you for a lovely, lovely evening, Tara. It's always a pleasure, never a chore. So as I said before, let's get as many people back as we can for the closing prayer. Look, here comes Sam and Hannah. Here comes Alan. He's sent Penny off to put the kettle on, no doubt. Here comes Nicola. Jackie, wave at me if you're happy to come back on. Oh, she's waving. That's lovely. So she's back on, and we will interact and jump between. Jan, thank you. We will try and get you back on next week. I don't know quite what happened. We'll speak soon. But thank you all for joining us. I'll bring Mum back up in a second and alternate between a few people, because I can't speak when I'm not on the screen, which is probably good for all of you. So friends, let us join together as we say our closing prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, let us join together in thanks, in gratitude, and in love for all that we have managed to see and feel and come together with tonight. I would like to thank all those who work in the world of spirit, with our friend Tara and all of her friends and helpers. And so I ask for a blessing to be placed on each person here present, the friends and the families that they represent, but also those who have watched in the background and who will watch in the future. And so as we go amongst and about our lives, we make the statement as ever, that everything we do will be in the name of love, in the name of truth, and in the name of light. Amen.
Amen.
Well, my darling, once again, a big, huge thank you for coming back and being with us this evening. I always
You're
know when
welcome.
it's time to end the service because my screen changes colour.
Oh,
Um,
right.
I've got this lightsaber mode on. Normally it's a blue tint, but it goes orange at this time of night. So
Oh,
even the internet tells me when to shut up. You see, it's lovely. It's lovely. So we will be back next week with Sue Breen, lovely lady. You two know each other as well, don't you?
we do. She's lovely.
Yeah,
She
she
is a
is.
lovely lady.
And I hope Pebbles is on with her as well.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget Pebbles.
Mustn't forget Pebbles. Pebbles nearly peed the last time she was with us, so it was quite fun. But it was my fault because I gave her a bowl of water. So, but seriously, my darling, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everyone at home, for your continued support, your upliftment, and all of the messages. Thank you all for everyone who's been in touch, all of our new members that are joining along with us and coming along every week and staying in touch throughout the week as well. It really has been the most emotional adventure of spirit. I think my friends list has gone up by about 100 over the last fortnight. And I'm actually talking to them as well, which is, unusual for Facebook. So continue to send your messages anytime you need me and have a question to ask. I'm here, as is the rest of the New Christian Spiritualist Society. Everyone in Littleport. We've got our healing and meditation development circle going on as well. So get in touch with Reverend Victor Meldrew. Alan Sutton, for details as well. But until next week, my friends, God bless you. May the peace of the Great Spirit go with you all. And as he is watching, I can quite happily say these words. The kitchen is now open. So God bless you all and good night. Bye.